tracking for you this evening. First up on Startup Street, the Karnataka High Court last week revoked a goods and services tax notice against Bengaluru-based online gaming company Gameskraft Technology over an alleged invasion of 21,000 crore rupees. Earlier in September 2022, a GST intelligence unit alleging the firm failed to pay rupees 21,000 crore rupees in GST issued a show cause notice to Gameskraft Technology. This was the biggest such claim in the history of indirect taxation, and it was for the period between 2017 and June 30, 2022. Joining me now is Gameskraft Group's General Counsel, Jyoti Mishra. Also joining us is Roland, the CEO of All India Gaming Federation. Jyoti and Roland, many thanks for joining us on Startup Street today. Jyoti, coming to you first. Big relief for Gameskraft, and like I said, this was the biggest such claim in the history of indirect taxation. What do you have to say about the verdict?
Firstly, thank you for having us, on the show. On the verdict, certainly relieved, as you say, but very, very happy. We always had a lot of faith in the judiciary and the way the government has been functioning. So we were fairly confident that, that our business model will be vindicated. So we believe that's exactly what has happened. So certainly very, very happy with, the way the verdict has turned out.
Okay. Jyoti, Gameskraft was also accused of promoting online betting through cards, casual and fantasy games like Rummy Culture, Gamesy and Rummy Time. Now, the officials had alleged that the firm was not issuing invoices to customers. What has been your stance on this?
So I think, we were very clear that the Indian jurisprudence is fairly clear in relation to game of skill versus game of chance. What Gameskraft is involved in and, all our platforms are skill-based gaming. And therefore, we were not, betting or a gambling platform as is understood under Indian laws. And that has been the stance that we have taken. And that has been the stance that has been judicially interpreted for over the last 60 years. And that is exactly what the Karnataka High Court has also held in this particular matter.
All right. Roland, coming to you now, the argument on skill-based versus gambling has been going on forever. Do you think this verdict will also help tackle this issue?
Yes, indeed, it will. We believe that, as the apex industry body, which has been trying to dispel the perception that has been prevalent for so long, in my about 8 to 10 years in the industry. So we believe it's a landmark decision by the Honorable Karnataka High Court. And this will go a long way in dispelling, and as Joy said, this is reiterating what has been already said by the Supreme Court and the various high courts. And it has been consistent over the last 60 years that any online game of skill, whether played for money or not, is not tantamount to betting or gambling. So that I think has been very, very clear. And this will go a long way in also, in dispelling this perception that has been to a large extent now mitigated, to a large extent, made clear. But whatever little shred of doubt is there would get dispelled by this judgment.
Okay. So a lot has been mitigated here. Roland, also the GST Council still has not made a final decision on levying the industry with the 28% tax versus the 18% that the industry wants. So also the key question that remains is whether the levy of tax will be on the gross gaming revenue or the total compensation. Your thoughts on this?
No, it will be on the gross gaming revenue. I mean, we've been able to have the opportunity. And I must mention here that, as the AIGF, we had the opportunity to meet with every member of the GOM that was set up with the FinMin members also. And we laud that, the mechanism, the approach and, the consultative process that they adopted, which helped us put forward our case both on the rate and the valuation. So we firmly believe that, this sunrise industry that has been earmarked as being a key contributor to the $1 trillion digital economy as set out by the Honorable PM. I think it needs the support, and it will get the support both in the rate and valuation. So I believe that, there is no doubt that the valuation will be on the GGR and the rate of 18%.
Okay. My next question is for the both of you. If you could take me through some of the conversations that you've had with the council or gaming companies have had when they met the council. What is the road ahead for the sector? Joy, if you could go first.
Sure. I mean, I think, Roland would be best placed to sort of discuss in relation to the conversations with the council. He's been at the forefront. But just from our perspective, I think I just want to say that some fabulous work has been done by the government over the last few months. We should not forget that. Some absolutely great policy work has happened in relation to the gaming sector, whether it's by MeitY or even by the Ministry of Finance when it sort of relooked into the entire TDS provision. So we, at least as a company, are very hopeful that the same positivity will continue, and we will see regulations even on the GST front, which are going to be definitely giving a fillip to the sunrise sector and industry. And I'll leave it to Roland to maybe take you through some of the deliberations he's had with the members.
Roland, go ahead. What conversations have you had with the council and the other gaming companies?
Yeah, so the discussions we've had, as I mentioned earlier, have been very, very good, very positive, very upbuilding, both in the direct taxation as well as in the indirect taxation. We've had ample opportunity to put forth our representations, and I think what will come out finally from the direct taxation. Also, I believe that this is clearing the way, starting with the MeitY rules to the taxation side. This clarity between online gaming and what constitutes betting and gambling is being made clearer and clearer. So I think that would move forward.
Yeah.
And I must say that that given the fact that this sector has been marked to be a key contributor, I feel that finally the GST Council also would determine the rate and valuation as per the AIGF and the industry.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We've completely run out of time. Many thanks, Roland and Jyoti, for joining us here on Startup Street. It was a pleasure talking to the both of you.
Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you, sir.